September 19th, the second day of the 7th month. We're out here watching for the Fall Equinox, for the sign of, Sadie doesn't know who I'm talking to, sign of the leap this year, the extra day that the heavens declare. So that's what we're out here doing, marking our table. The sun just come up. You can see we have yesterday's marks. It was hit and miss during the morning, and then we were able to get most of the afternoon. All right, Shalom. So this is September 18th, Yom Teruah, the head of the 3rd quarter, the head of the 7th month, and we're out here starting to watch for the straight line shadow of the autumnal equinox. And my sweet hubby's been out here all day marking this table, but it's been hit and miss, especially mid-morning. We had a storm come through. We had good armillary readings in the morning, and then we had a storm come through mid-morning. And so we'll show you the line here in just a minute, but we've got this straight line sitting here for a reason, and we can see this is our morning marks here that are exposed, and then we can see it starting to be exposed here in our afternoon, this evening's marks. So we're quickly losing the sun.
Step aside for a second.
We're gonna have enough to see. Woohoo!
It's really bad.
Yeah, we've just been grabbing, well, now that we've got it off, I'll show you. We've just been grabbing it up as we could when the sun, so we did really good this morning, and then we had some clouds, and then some storminess come through all through the mid-morning. Ran out here when we could. Of course, in the mornings, you know, the shadows are moving much quicker than they are in the afternoon, and now the shadows are moving quick again. So we're trying to catch as much of this evening light as we can. But so we do have a pretty good line though to see. So if we put the straight line on our starting mark, and he lines it up on the end mark, pull it a little bit towards the north. So you can see his line, his little dot there. Hopefully you can see it. Yep, thank you. So, but the lines, there's no dots in between you can see. So we're gonna lift this up, and you're gonna see a clear bend in this line. So September 18th, we'll be out here again tomorrow, weather permitting. When you have just a single line, you know, it's hard to really tell if it's straight or bent when you have nothing to compare it to. So having a straight line like this helps. Tomorrow we'll be out here and mark again. Then it was just cloudy yesterday. It looks like we're gonna have a much clearer day today, which is nice. Got the armillary set to my latitude, and we can see that it is still an angled shadow on this armillary, and on this armillary we still see an angled shadow. So on both armillaries are reading angled shadows today, and we don't expect to see this line straightening out for a few more days. And the reason we come out so early is, one, we could come out on the day of the equinox and look at the armillaries and say, yeah, the line is straight, today's the equinox, and not get up bright and early for 5 days, 4 or 5 days, and come out here and spend all day marking this table. But we do it because, one, we enjoy sharing with everybody what the sun is doing, and we've learned so much through the years by going through this process, and highly recommend, if you've never done it, to spend some time outside tracking the sun on a board. We have this big round reel that we brought home. We have a little patio table that we painted. Many things. I mean, it doesn't have to be expensive equipment. I had that armillary made by a welder. And then I just made that one out of embroidery hoops. So it doesn't take a lot of money to be out tracking the sun. You can even just have a pole and watch what the shadows are doing off the pole each day. But it's a wonderful exercise to do if you've never watched how the sun moves. And the reason we started doing it is because we had people telling us things about, especially in the book of Enoch, that this is what it said, and this is what it said, and this is what we're supposed to do, and this is why, and the book of Enoch said this. And back then I wasn't real proficient in Enoch like I am more today. And so we were just like, we want to look for ourselves. So 7 or 8 years ago, we started doing this, got our first armillary made, and we started watching, and we've just learned so much since then. And it really opened our minds to the book of Enoch and what Enoch is telling us. So like I said, highly recommend that you go through this type of exercise yourself. Because it's great to watch somebody else do it on YouTube or something, but when you're actually out there doing it yourself, it's just, not only are you one with Yahuwah and his creation out here doing it, but you're actually seeing and learning how the heavenlies move. So we're going to be watching throughout the day. We'll check in at midday, but we can see, that the shadows are still bent. Today being the 19th, we still have 4 or 5 days left. 3 or 4 days left, huh?
Something like that.
Something like that. I don't know, it's early. I'm not quite awake yet, but want to check in. This is what we're doing. September 19th. We're going to take turns out here today, marking this table throughout the day. So until we see you at midday, I'm going to wish you shalom.